When I named the bakery Ken's Artisan Bakery, at that point in time, in 2001, the word artisan really, it resonated with me because largely my training was in France. And there, the word artisan is still used in its more pure form. It hasn't been co-opted by big business. And I actually don't even like the phrase artisan bread anymore. I say it to give people like a reference point, but really artisan bread is, to me, means really good quality French bread made with a lot of manual energy. Actually, the word is legislated in France, so that you can't call yourself an artisan. You can't put that word on your door or on your window unless everything is fabricated on the premise. I like a deep, dark hue to the crust. And the reason for that is flavor and texture. Whether it's a croissant or a loaf of bread, not only do you get richer, darker flavors from the crust, but those flavors permeate into the interior of each product as well. Most people weren't used to seeing bread baked to that color, and the same thing with our croissants. It was very stressful for me. I was baking bread that I thought was particularly good, and people were coming in looking at it and not wanting to buy it because it didn't look right to them. The color was just too dark. It's like, do I have to sacrifice my integrity as a craftsperson? Do I try to convince people that this is good by giving out samples, giving away loaves? We did all of that. I read a little pamphlet. It was called Why We Bake It Dark. Really what people needed was a third party to tell them it was good, not me. They wanted somebody in the press to say, hey, this is really awesome. And ultimately, that's what happened. The first was Jim Dixon. He wrote a piece for Willamette Week, titled it The Yeast of Burden. Would I have adjusted? Well, I actually did a little bit. I adjusted as much as I was willing to do. It's simply how I like to eat these things. And so I'm looking for people that share my taste. I'm not trying to satisfy everyone. I'm doing the food that I really like, and I hope other people appreciate it. I'm past the point of worrying about media attention, anything else, and that doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. There's the ego hit that goes with that, but what really matters is the number of people that come through here and the degree to which they really enjoy our food. What really thrills me is this is a very unique place. You won't find many places in the U.S. that not only do this quality of food, but have just this ambiance, this community about it. I'm super proud of that. And the people that come in every day are the ones that acknowledge that for me. This place is doing exactly what I want it to do. I don't want it to do more. I reject the assumption of an American business that says you have to grow. 2 or 3% growth a year, 5% growth a year, that's totally fine. A lot of people say, why don't you open more of these bakeries? Or more often people say, you should. Instead of why don't. I get a lot of good advice. If the assumption is that your role as an adult is to make as much money as possible, then yes, I should open more pizzerias, I should open more Ken's Artisan Bakeries, I should work harder than I do. If I do a new project, I don't want to repeat what I've already done before. I want to exercise that creative Jones that is driving me to do something fresh and new. And to me, that's where the real joy in living comes from.